This session once again where we all have been gathered over here for a brief session on English grammar. Today we are going to discuss what the English grammar is. Now many people asks you what is grammar? What do you mean by the term grammar? Then you can easily say that an English grammar is a set of rules that allow us to structure the language. Now, in other words, we can also say that this English grammar are the rules, are set of rules that make the structure of the language. For example, why do we use grammar? The answer is we use grammar so that we can able to frame our sentences and we can speak correct English, rectified English. That is the basic and the sole purpose of grammar. So this is the simplest definition I have taken, and you should always remember that if anyone asks you what do you mean by the term grammar, you can easily say that English grammar is a set of rules that allow us to structure the language. In another words, we can use those set of rules which make our language perfect, which make our language appropriate, which make our language correct. That is the meaning of English grammar. Now, this grammar is divided into 5 types. These 5 types, as you see, I have written. Coming on to the first type, it is orthography. Let's try to understand what an orthography is. An orthography is a system of spelling. For example, suppose if anyone asks you what is the spell of apple, you say A-P-P-L-E is an apple. So we use the spelling as A-P-P-L-E. This is the system of spelling that we use in English grammar, and that comes under the category of orthography. Coming on to the next part of the grammar is etymology. Now if anyone asks you what do you mean by the term etymology, etymology means the origin or the history of the words. Every word of English came from some place. It has a birth origin, or in another words you can say every word came from some different language, or they came from some language. So that is the meaning of origin or history of the word. That means from where that word has took its birth. For example, if I say fiance, for your kind information, I am telling you that this word fiance is basically derived from a French word. So this word fiance is derived from French word. So this French is the origin of this word fiance. So etymology tells you about the origin or the history of the words. One more example. Suppose if I am going to tell nomine, that means it means to name. But what is the origin of this word? From where does this word come from? This word comes from the Latin. So the origin of this word is Latin, and the meaning is to name, and the word is nominate. Now, coming on to the third part is syntax. Syntax is telling all about the sentences. And what do you mean by the word sentence? Sentences are the group of the words that makes complete sense. For example, if I am telling the dog is hungry, that means the dog is hungry. It makes a complete sense. Suppose if I am telling the dog is, that means it makes incomplete sense. Dog is what? Dog is, it didn't tell anything clearly about the dog. So you always remember that sentences are the group of words that make complete sense, and all those things that tell you about the sentences comes under the category of this syntax. Coming on to the fourth part of the English grammar is punctuation. All the notations, all all the signs and symbols that we use in our English grammar comes under the category of punctuation. For example, at the end of the sentence, if we are using a full stop, that means it's a sentence which makes a complete sense, and that sign or that symbol or that notation that we are using over there is a full stop. In the same way, if we are using comma or the colon or the semicolon, all these punctuations comes under this category of punctuation. All these signs and symbols and notation comes under the category of punctuation. Now, the fifth and the final part of the grammar is prosody. In prosody, we learn about the rhymes and poems, all the rhyming schemes, all the poems which consists of prose and beautiful lines that makes the rhyming scheme. All those comes under this category of prosody. So this is all about the grammar and the types of or different kinds of grammar, into how many types the grammar is being divided. So this is the first basic chapter that I have given you. Hope everyone has enjoyed it and everyone has understood it very well. Next time I am going to take on another chapter. I am going to give you brief session about different topic, about different lesson. Till then, have a nice day, have a wonderful day. Bye.